Hi everyone, Jay Adams here from Denver Water, along with Ross Shrigley, Executive Director of Plant Select in this beautiful WaterWise garden. Ross, first off, tell us a little bit about Plant Select.
Well, Plant Select is a nonprofit organization that's a collaboration between Denver Botanic Gardens, Colorado State University, and the horticultural professionals in our area. And what we do is we research, then trial plants, and then promote and introduce these plants into garden centers and to landscape professionals because they're really good for our region.
Yeah, they are wonderful plants. They work great. Tell us a little bit about some of the misperceptions people have about xeric WaterWise plants.
Sure. So it's really funny because a lot of times you see when they talk WaterWise, they put up a cactus from Arizona, and that's not really representative. Look at this garden. It's completely lush. It doesn't have to be all cactus. You can save a lot of water, have a very appealing garden that is Colorado styled. Plant Select selects plants that are best for our regions.
All right. Well, hey, let's go take a little tour of this yard. All right, we've moved up into the garden now. These are all Plant Select plants. Ross, tell us a little bit about them.
Sure, Jay. Well, first off, this is a wonderful spot in the garden because it shows and highlights the contrasting foliage colors. So this is partridge feather, and if you look at the leaf, it's a beautiful partridge feather leaf-like, and then it blooms a yellow color that just keeps growing out and fills these nooks and crannies wonderfully. And it's paired next to Canna Creek buckwheat, which is a beautiful yellow flower. It has lots of pollinators. And the real special about this plant is, besides being native to Colorado, in the wintertime, the foliage actually turns a beautiful purple, and then it greens up again in the spring. And next to that, we have different kind of a flower. We have more of a daisy. This is a Purple Mountain Sun Daisy, which is actually a really long-lived plant for here in Colorado that uses very little water. And another sun daisy that Plant Select promotes is this avalanche daisy. This is one of the cleanest whites of a daisy you'll ever see. It's going to grow and fill in, and it blooms from April all the way into July. A fantastic low water daisy looking plant. And next to that, we have a different flower shape. We have a little Trudy catmint, and you can see the bees on it. Just a wonderful plant that blooms all summer long.
All right, we've moved to the front of the house now to give you kind of a different example of some WaterWise gardens. Ross, tell us about the plants that are in here.
Sure. This is just another example of how beautiful WaterWise plants can be. On our far left here, we have half pine leaf penstemon, and this baby's going to bloom from June through August. It's a gorgeous, tiny penstemon that actually stays evergreen through the winter. And then we also have another penstemon here, and this one blooms all summer as well. This is coral baby penstemon. So fantastic. Once again, we have our avalanche sun daisy. So beautiful here. And then we have our Wee1 lavender that is now just starting to bloom. It's going to stay small, it's very drought tolerant, and it's probably the hardiest of the lavenders. Then we have our Coral Canyon twin spur, and this is a delicate looking plant that is really tough and beautiful, and it's starting to bloom now, and it'll bloom all the way through November.
All right, I love these plants. Tell us a little bit, where can we find more information about Plant Select plants?
Well, definitely go to plantselect.org. We have plant information, photos, ideas about plantings, resources, all you need to figure out which Plant Select plants you're going to want to purchase and use.
All right. And another place for ideas is Ryan Harder. This is his yard, and he has some great information on his Instagram page. And of course, next up, we're going to have some design tips and ideas from Ross.